Some people have been asking me, how do I get guns so quickly? How do I use a gun macro, or how do I make one? So I just decided I wanted to make like a video on it because I haven't really had a lot of time to make videos. So like, what a gun macro is just you walk up to the gun store and it just instantly gets all the guns you need from it, and it just saves a lot of time. So like, if you get guns, like if it takes you like 10 seconds to get guns every time, and you walk up and get guns, you'll save like thousands of seconds. It adds up over time if you play Jailbreak a lot. So it's just a massive time saver, and like a big game changer, especially if there's like a cop on you and you just got in the gun store and he's about to like cuff rush you. You can get guns and kill him quickly, right? So the first thing you're gonna need to make a gun macro is this software called pullovers. It can be found online. Using pullovers, you can make a very fast gun macro, and I honestly use it. There's other alternatives like Logitech G Hub or Razer Synapse, but pullovers is personally my favorite, and that's because it usually gets guns the fastest, and it's also one of the easiest programs to use. Alright, so once you download pullovers, it'll just put this menu on your screen. And actually, when you're installing it, it'll say like if you want to use the compact or whatever version, just click like don't click anything extra. Whatever's selected, just select all that. It's fine. And once this pops up, just say no thanks. To be honest, because we're not donating. Once you're in here, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to click on options, and you're going to want to make sure hotkeys always active is always checked, so that your gun macro works no matter what. You don't have to keep this like annoying thing open on your screen. Next, you're going to want to click on settings, and you're going to want to make sure allow multiple instances is checked. This is if you want to make multiple macros for multiple reasons and you want to open multiple of these at the same time. It's what I use if I have two macros open at the same time. Next, you're going to want to go into macro, and you're going to want to go into recording options. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to uncheck everything other than keystrokes and capture key state down and up. This is so that there's not random stuff that's recorded that you will have to delete later. So make sure to uncheck everything. And once you have everything other than these two checked, what you would do is you click on this red circle, the record button, and it's click on OK here. And what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna have this thing pop up on your screen. Just don't like keep mind to that at all. And you're gonna want to go up to a gun store. And once you go up to the gun store, you're gonna want to make sure that you have all the guns, or you only have one gun or whatever. You don't want to have a bunch of guns in your inventory. And also make sure to not scroll at all. So if you scroll, just walk out and walk back in. And once you walk back in, you're going to want to make sure it hasn't scrolled at all. Once you're here, all you have to do is click on the red recording button, and you're going to want to click the backslash key on your keyboard so that this UI navigation enabled appears. And once you have that, you're going to want to press the down arrow key to go down to the menu and navigate using your arrow keys to get the guns you want. Doesn't really matter how long it takes you, it'll still be fast. You can take your time to make sure you don't mess up. So if I want these guns, I can easily just select them in the order I want them to be in. And once you're buying like rocket and stuff, you're gonna want to like click on the rocket ammo 10 times so that you always have the max amount of ammo. Also, I wouldn't recommend to buy smoke grenades or grenades, because they end up putting a really annoying message on your screen saying you already have maximum ammo for grenade, and it's going to keep getting spammed for no reason when you use the gun macro. But once you get all your guns, see if that happens, you can kind of navigate back, but I wouldn't recommend to do that. Anyways, once you have all your guns, make sure to press the backslash key again, and once you have that, just click on this red square to stop recording. Now you can close this by pressing right click and just closing it, and go back to your pullovers. And once you're here, make sure it starts with the backslash and it ends with the backslash, so that there's nothing in between that you might not want. Now, if I play it, here you can set the key at the top right of the screen. You can set whatever key you want to play it. And once I play it, it should get all the guns I want for me. Now it's gonna keep the grenades because I kind of like clicked on the grenades, but other than that, it'll just get all the guns for me that I need, like so. And after you have that, basically just click File, Save As, and then save it somewhere in the folder or something, or somewhere where you can access it at all times, and name it like Gun Macro or something. And as you can see, it's spamming maximum ammo for grenade because I spam grenade a bit, and it's just really annoying. So don't equip smoke grenades, or else it'll just spam this message for no reason. Alright, now I want to go through some of like the problems with the gun macro. So one problem with the gun macro is if when you click backslash, if it doesn't come up here and it instead goes somewhere over here, you're gonna have to make different gun macros for like the different amount of guns you have in your inventory. So if you're on police, you have 4 items in your inventory when you spawn in. So you're gonna have to make a gun macro for police and for criminal. And it's not gonna unequip your guns for you. It's only gonna equip them once, and it's really annoying. So make sure to like make 2 different gun macros if you have it appear down here. Also, one way to fix it is you might have to uninstall and reinstall Roblox. So I don't really know a guaranteed fix for that right now. Another thing about gun macro is if you make a gun macro in like a public server or a private server, and then enter like a crew battle for people who play crew battles. But if you enter a crew battle, you have to make a whole different gun macro just for crew battles, because there's like a different UI in crew battles. It's a bit different. That's why you need to make a different gun macro in crew battles.